Hey y'all, it's Lucy, Paper Glue. And today's technique is one of my very favorites. It's where I make, um, I cover my paper with some alcohol, with some metallic tape, and then I stain it with alcohol inks to make. Oh wait, let me mute my other. Sorry, y'all. I cover my paper wait, let me. Alcohol with some metallic tape. Wait a second, y'all. I'm having techno issues. It's not surprising, is it? I had two computers going at the same time. So, anyway, so I'm making this. I'm going to show you how to make this. This one's called the Old Gray Barn. The Old Gray Barn is free in the Paper Glitter Glue Library. It's not a part of the Spooktacular, but it's a really cool thing, and I made a metallic roof for it. Let me just show you kind of for contrast so you can see. I made a simple one. This one's just cardstock with plain paper using just foil cardstock, just plain foil cardstock, and it's cute. I like it. Easy, fast. You can assemble it in just a few minutes. But this is what I really like. I really like that. So that's what I'm going to show you. And let me find the house. I think it's right behind me. I don't have to go very far. So this is the house we're doing today in the Great Spooktacular in the 2024 edition. And that is the rusted roof on this house. I call it the Gothic farmhouse. I wanted it to look like a farmhouse. And I think the design it's got a little bit of Victorian details with a little bit of these inserts and kind of the front thing and a little bit of detail on the front of the porch. But basically, I think it looks like an old farmhouse you'd see in a field. But anyway, I'm going to show you the roof, show you how to make the rusted roof in more detail. I think I mentioned it during the video, but now I'm going to do it in detail. Okay, let me see if there's anything else. Let me see. Everybody's saying hi. I think even my brother's here. Amy, Mario, Sandra Scott, um, Delvane, Sonia. Sonia's always here. And let's get started. So I'm going to rotate. Actually, yeah, first I'm going to rotate my camera. Do the faux halo effect. Switching it on my computer. And let's see if it works. See if I need to arrange anything. Oh, yeah. Okay. I hope you can see that. So I've got a piece of foil cardstock here, and I'm going to test it out. I'm going to test out the technique on foil cardstock. But first, I'm going to show you how to use it with the tape and describe a little bit about the tape. I don't know if you recognize this, but this is actually real true duct tape for sealing your ducts, and it's a metallic aluminum tape. And so when I say duct tape, it's DUCT, not the much more flexible kind of rubberized duct tape, DUCK. So, and I get this at my home improvement store. You can order it online as well. And I don't know how expensive. This is a pretty good roll. You can see I use this technique a lot, so I've had this. This will last me years probably. But when you buy it, be sure to get the kind that doesn't have the brand name on it because you really don't want to be having that on your rusted roof. So I got some plain duct tape. Let me see. I can read the writing inside. It's reflectixinc.com. So it's really reflective tape for your ducks. And let me show you a little trick. If you tear it kind of on an angle, yeah, that one didn't work. You can see it here. It leaves an edge of the paper that is easier to peel up. It's easier for people with fingernails to peel up. Since that's not my, let's see if I can kind of get it so I can get an edge. Oh, shoot. There, I got a little bit of an edge there. That one's going to work. There we go. And this is a piece of a roof that I was making for the Gothic farmhouse. This is like a prototype roof. So what I do is I just lay it down. I try to lay a little bit so that I can fold it under. And I want to make sure that it folds. So I kind of apply one half, then another half. I see Vanessa. I looked up to the screen. Could we glue aluminum foil? Oh yes, you can do that. It'll be more wrinkly. It's a little harder to get it to, we're making a rusted roof, so yes. And then this has got a little bit of a an angle to it, so I'm just going to snip it, fold. You can just tear that part off. And I see somebody said they finally made a live. Oh, that was Keisha Jackson. Hello, y'all. I'm glad you are here. It's so exciting. Okay, and I just overlap. Usually it takes about, for most of my roofs, because my houses aren't that big, and I probably explained this before, but one reason I don't make them real big is because I, storage, and somebody asked me that question, what do you do with them all? So we have an idea for that. We're going to do a giveaway. I haven't worked out the details. My friend Susan, Techno Wizard, she will help me figure out the details so we can figure out how to get you, how I can clean out my house a little bit by having a giveaway of a house or two. Okay, just kind of fold it. And like I said, it usually takes 3. Trying to tear on an angle. There, I got a little edge that's easier for me to peel. Oh, I'm not staying in the screen very well. Let me see. I'm sorry, y'all. Wasn't even paying attention. Once I start making stuff, that's what I'm doing. Okay, folding. And if you mess up and you skip a part, then just patch it, just like an old roof. Because we're not building new homes. We're building vintage homes. Okay, there we go. Now the other thing I do is because a lot of old roofs are what are called standing seam roofs, and they have lines in them. Usually I mark some lines. I didn't bring, you can use like an old pencil. Let's just see if my ruler will make some lines. Nope, not enough. Let me grab my pencil, throw these away. It's right here. Or you could use a stylus, like your stylus for, I don't know what all I use it for. The pencil stuff isn't going to show up once we get going. And this just makes a little indentation, enough to look a bit like a standing seam. I don't know if you can see it on this roof, but there's, kind of a hint of a seam. Oh, I know what I could have used. My Cricut's right behind me. I could have used my scoring stylus, which I'm going to do since I broke my pencil. We're all about improvisation here. Okay. And if you are a more precise person, then you would measure, but you know, I kind of eyeball things. Now, I don't when I'm making a pattern, I actually do measure, trying to make sure that, you know, front and backs are exactly the same. I actually look and see where my pixels are, make sure they're in exactly the same position, the same, you know, line up vertically and horizontally, which is pretty unusual for me to do that. Let me put my stylus back before I forget and lose it. You know, I lose everything. Okay, so here is the basic structure. I'm going to get a paper towel to fit underneath. And now, dun da da da, gloves. We're doing gloves. Okay. And then we're going to, on one side, on the back side, we're going to add some grit paste to show you how that kind of adds texture. And this house has some grit paste on one side. So it's not shiny, but it looks like really oxidized rusted roof. So I'm going to apply a little grit paste. And the other thing I thought I would try would, oh, I meant to do it on the back. The other thing I thought I would try would be just a little blob of our sand paint. This is the sand paint, the texture paint we made at the very beginning of the Spooktacular. So let's just kind of see what it does. I kind of leave that one alone. Wipe my hands off. Oh, actually, I have an idea. Why don't I let that one dry just a moment and let's use this one real quick. And we can actually use the foil cardstock, which of course you can get at 12 by 12 Cardstock Shop. The thing I really like about the shop is if you need just one or two, I don't know if this is what they want me to say, but if you want a very specific paper, you can get just one sheet. Now, if you use like a ton of black, like I do, of course, get a whole bunch. But if you're just, you know, you just need that one specialty paper, then you can find it. Okay, so let's start off. Let's just use kind of traditional rust-colored colors. I just kind of blob them on. That's just kind of an orangey one. This looks like a darker brown. My bottles are so old. I mean, so, oh, and which tells you they last a long time. These are, of course, Tim Holtz Distress inks. And you just need a few drops. That's 3 different colors. So let's just kind of smear them on, see what it looks like. And if you want one color to predominate, you let that one dry. They dry by the alcohol evaporating. Okay, let's add a little black. Ooh. Black is dramatic. And I kind of like to arrange it sort of like it's more rusted on the edge. All right, and then there are these things called mixatives, and watch when the mixative goes, it's like magic. I don't know what the, oh wait, let me shake the mixative up a little bit. I don't know what the chemical reaction is. Oh, this one's old. It's not mixed enough. Let's see if I can find another mixative. Oh no, is that a mixative? That's good. I know I have another one. I had a white mixative. Let's see what the white one does. See, that's more like what it does. It just kind of, let's roll it around. That sort of that kind of muted it. That one is, you know, that one's kind of dulled down because that was a white mixative. Let's see if we can get the copper to work. This is copper mixative. Because it should have some pigment in it, but I guess it's set too long. So the pigment's at the bottom. See, okay, here's a rose gold. Let's see if rose gold is mixed up. There, you can hear that when you shake the mixative and it's mixed, you should hear the bottle move, the little ball inside move around, because that mixes the pigment with the vehicle that it's in. There. This one's rose gold, and it kind of bubbles. And let's add more color, and it's just a matter of playing. There. Ooh, that one was good. So that mixed with the rose gold mixative, and it kind of bubbles and distributes different. I like it better. I like it better than the white. And we got to make it more. Okay, this is called alcohol pearl, which I have not tried, and it's actually a lot like a mixative. See, it makes it bubble. It's a more opaque. It's not quite as shiny, but I think it looks really good. So I've got some alcohol pearls. Let's try a purple. Let me see. Yeah, let's see. Let's get a little purple in there. Oh, I like that. Smear it around. You don't have to. If your colors are the way you want, you don't have to smear it. Let me see. This is a brown. Okay, so I'm just playing right now, just kind of showing you kind of how you can, you know, get an idea of what they do. So what I recommend to you is that you have a sample piece and then try it. Okay, so I'm going to let this one dry, and I'm going to go to the one with the grit paste, and let's put the brown, this darker brown on the grit paste and see. We can add it to our, ooh, it even works with our texture paint. Look at our texture paint. See, it looks very gritty. Need some orangey colors. A little more orange to it. Let's see. Yeah, I like that. So if you don't have grit paste, you could actually just paint a little of the texture paint, which is just white gesso paint, just a white paint. And gesso's not shiny. That's one reason I like it. And so I mix it with white gesso and sand, and see, it does add kind of nice texture. The grit paste is more subtle. I'm trying to pick out. I thought I had more oranges. I don't know what I did. And then this is something called alloy. Let's try some alloy. Shake it. Nope, that one's not mixed up. I've never used it before, so this is a different alloy. Nope, it's not gonna, it's separated too. I'm gonna have to shake it. So some of the things that are more, that have a pigment, see how this has got some pigment at the bottom? Those you have to shake, and sometimes you have to shake them vigorously. But the regular alcohol inks are just alcohol and maybe not a pigment, but an ink, I'm not sure. I don't know there. Ooh, I like that. Oh, this is the orange alcohol pearl. I like it. That is Luca chasing felt balls. The felt balls that I used for to make the Happy Halloween banner. He loves those balls. So he's running up and down the hallway. If you're wondering what put-ump is in the background. Okay, somebody, I think they're talking about the, somebody was talking, some pretty colors in the pack. I hope you're talking about the cardstock. Mostly I got kind of standard colors, blacks and stuff. Black and orange and yellow, and I don't know if I did get a purple. I did get a purple. So it's kind of fun to do this before you put it on your house, and then the roof's done. You get a roof with a ton of personality. And a very interesting visual detail, and it's easy. Sometimes I like to make it go down the standing seam, let it kind of drip down the seam. And it dries really fast. That's the nice thing about the alcohol inks. For example, this is the one we did. It's not quite dry yet, but it's almost dry. These look pretty dry. Let's see. Yeah, those are dry. That section is dry. So I wanted to try it on foil cardstock. I really haven't ever done that. So this is foil cardstock. Let's see how it disperses on the foil cardstock. I'm trying to get the good color here. I think this one's called Mushroom. Smear it around. It's kind of nice. The foil cardstock has a tiny bit of texture to it. Yeah, it works just the same. Alcohol inks are designed for impervious surfaces. In other words, surfaces that don't absorb water, that don't absorb the medium. And so they'll stain things like metal and plastic and foil. But I brought out some cardstock. Let's see, one of these. Let's just try it on plain cardstock. I'm sure it'll stain it, and it won't move as much. It moves on the, yeah, it's just kind of absorbed, and it's going to be very flat. It's basically just a color that dries quickly, but it's very flat, and that loses the benefit of the alcohol ink, is that it is kind of shiny. So that's what I like. Okay. Ink blot test. Yes, this is my ink blot test. So somebody asked about 13 Houses. The 13 Houses is my book. It's on sale as a part of getting the VIP ticket, but it's not a part of the Spooktacular by itself. It's more a matter of just kind of something else. And my 13 houses are small houses. Oh, I think I'm done. So I'm going to change cameras, which means I have to take off my gloves, reach over, switch cameras. This way I can answer any questions you have. Move my light. Okay. So my 13 houses, a lot of them are behind me. So let me find one. This is the witch's hat. And, you know, it's really a pretty simple house. You could use like a toilet paper tool, I'm sorry, I'm kind of an oral dyslexic. You could use a toilet paper roll and then for the base, and then I just used a cone for the top and little pumpkin. I think this one's called Hilda's Haunted Abode, and I have two versions of it. I don't think I have them behind me. And let me see. I'm going to stand up. I have shorts on. I think this is Lenore's boarding house. So they're small, and I did that so you can have a village in a really short, you know, in a small amount of space. So, but those are 13 handcrafted Halloween houses, and you can find them at shop at Paper Glitter Glue if you like them. Okay. Oh, messy. Are you talking about the alcohol inks? So mess scale, I would say this is about a 4 without gloves and maybe a 3 with. But actually, it really wasn't very bad. I mean, rather, I wasn't very messy this time. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I really like this display rack. I found it at a home improvement store, and I put 2 together. I actually put them up myself, which was kind of a big deal, screwing, you know, finding where the studs are on the wall and putting the base and stuff. Okay, and let's see, I'm looking for questions. Tiffany asked about the 13 houses. That is, it is on sale during this event, which ends on Friday. So you have like 3-4 more days for the kind of the bonus to get the deal on the 13 houses. And Tiffany, if you want, if I don't know if you bought the VIP ticket. It's a part. The bonus is, or rather, the deal is when you buy the VIP ticket. So that's kind of the way we arranged it. Okay. Any freedom to be messy? Yes, yes. I believe in that. I think if you're really trying to be creative and you're worrying about how everything, oh no, I might get it here, I might get it there, then I think it kind of inhibits your creativity. And, you know, clearly I don't want to be inhibited that way. So, you know, I have cats, my house is a mess, especially right now. It will get straightened up starting Saturday. So, okay, you will miss the lives. Yes, I think I will too. I think I'll enjoy sleeping a little more, but I will miss them too. So, any other questions? Any questions about anything we've made so far? Oh, I baked. This is my little ghost. I baked it out of polymer clay yesterday. I haven't painted him yet. These are my little tombstones out of polymer clay. And 3 more things. I call mushrooms. Pumpkins. The little pumpkins. And my little cat. So I'll paint like some eyes or something. Maybe I'll do it in white with a Uniball, like a white pen that has you know, white ink in it. Okay. Abby's. Oh, Debbie asked if I was going to be in Abby's Gift Fest. Yes, I was probably one of the most delinquent people, so I just finished it last night, and it's actually pretty good. It's a good gift. You know, I make a lot of gift boxes and stuff, and you can give the little houses away. People love the little houses. Again, that's one reason I make them small. But I think this one's like a good practical gift. So, yes. Will aluminum foil work for the roof? Yes, you can use aluminum foil. I've done that before. It helps if you lay it down. If you don't get it real wrinkly before, it lays down better. So you could actually apply glue or Mod Podge, and for your piece, let me see. Or glue to one side, lay your aluminum foil down, kind of smooth it down, and it'll wrinkle some. and then fold it over and do the other side. I have done it with aluminum foil before. And obviously, if you use a thicker grade of aluminum foil, that'll get very wrinkly. But we're making a rusted roof, so it's okay. But yes, aluminum foil will work. And in fact, they made the vintage. There are some vintage putz houses that have foil on the roof, more like candy wrapper foil. Okay. All right. Let me see. Any other questions for me? And I think that's about it for today. But let me see. Any other questions? So I think that's it. And I'm going to sign off and actually catch up on a little sleep. And I'm going to kind of perfect my file for the Abby's Gift Fest tonight. Okay, alrighty. Well, I'm going to go now, and I will see you tomorrow. And I'm not sure what the topic's going to be. Susan, my friend who helps me, we're going to talk about and figure out a good topic. If you have any ideas, you can put it in the regular comments, not necessarily the chat. If you put it in the regular comments, something you want to see tomorrow, that would help me out. Okay, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.